Welcome.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. How do you feel?
Really great. It's been a wonderful journey. I can't believe actually how quickly it went by.
Yeah.
I mean, to look at the number on the scale and to see that I've lost all that weight, and maybe you don't remember going through the trenches when you're going through them, but to look back, I was like, that was so doable.
Yes. Good.
And I'm so happy that I have this foundation to keep running with the program, because I really feel.
Why, it doesn't stop here,
No,
Sarah? No, you're not
it
done?
does- no,
Because
no,
you look perfect. It doesn't stop here?
Thank you.
No?
That's so nice. No, I definitely achieved the goal that I wanted to.
Yes.
But now that you've reached this new level, I just feel that there's a long way to go still. I feel this is a lifestyle decision, but having the leadership, the community, the guidance in my life as a constant is the only thing that is keeping me on track.
Yeah.
And even implementing like a photo shoot like this.
Yeah.
And spending the time and money, and I think it's not much time, and actually it's a small investment. It's just gotten me excited to I guess catapult me into like what is stage 2,
Yeah.
and 3 and 4
To pursue
and 5.
more goals.
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing.
There's more work to be done, and I think that I owe it to myself. I think we all owe it to ourselves. Like when I look at every area of my life, all the focal points that are the most important to me. It might be like the relationship I have with my career, the relationship I have with my kids.
Yeah.
The relationship that you have with your body is also so important, if not one of the most important.
I've never heard it being put that way, and that's amazing. It's kind of like it's another pillar of Sarah.
There
right?
are pillars, exactly. And so I would just be doing a disservice to myself. And I think when you think quality of life, if you are not continually focused and looking towards your health, you're not going to be as happy and fulfilled as you could be.
Yes.
And that affects the people around you too.
Yeah.
Right?
It affects all the other pillars in your life.
Absolutely.
It's like a domino effect.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's interesting. I mean, you think about your fitness goals throughout your entire life and how your body changes through your entire life. And you think about all those other pillars. And, I work hard in every area of my life. Why would I slack off on this one area?
Yeah. Bingo.
I'd like to think of myself, as a leader.
Yes.
I lead in my family. I lead in my career. This has to be consistent, with that overall goal that I'm making for myself, and being like the best
as a
version
person,
of me, right?
Yes.
Best of you. It's called Best of You for a reason.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Would you say it's weighed as heavily as the other areas of your life, like being a mother, being a hardworking woman, being a wife, being a leader?
It's a good question. There are things in my everyday life that are easy not to make them a priority, even though I need to get to them. And we're all busy these days. We're all working hard. We're all giving all that we can. And so there are some things that we just never get to. And you can only say for so long, like, this isn't a priority, this isn't a priority.
Yes.
I'll do this tomorrow.
I have other things to do that are far more important than going and doing my meals and working out.
Exactly.
Right?
And you get to a point where you make the adjustment and you realize you are your own worst enemy.
Absolutely.
And how many more times can you look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'll do this later?
Yeah. I'm still not happy, but I'll just buy a new pair of tights.
Right. Because I feel like we're lying to ourselves. Like obviously our careers are important. Obviously our families are important. But just to shut out this one very important component of your life, and keep ignoring it, I think is ridiculous. And and I say that honestly because I've done it so many times as well. So it just got to the point where it's like, no, you're going to the top of the priority list. Yeah. And you're going to manage your time accordingly.
Exactly. And that's why I feel that you were able to make it a stepping stone. Your approach was consistent throughout the entire journey. And so that's why I think it wasn't like, oh my God, I'm going to kill myself, get to the photo shoot and just collapse and just take time off. It was always your thinking process and your approach was consistency.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
It wasn't like, I'm going to kill myself doing this. It was always, I'm just going to do as best as I can every day in, day out, so that midpoint, I show up, I do what I got to do, and I continue.
Yeah.
Without it being a burden.
Yep. Absolutely. If you want to have success in any area of your life, you need to have a plan. And I'm watching.
This is no different, is it, Sarah?
No, not at all. Like I continually watch these women who are your clients work on themselves through your guidance, and you're turning out these, beautiful, healthy, positive, go-getter type of individuals. And obviously they possess that in themselves to begin with, but you see the end results in all of these photos. And so I told myself, if I can just commit to, I have 3 months of my life, I will give Sue 3 months of my life.
Yeah.
If she tells me I'm going to look like this at the end of it,
exactly,
no problem. But then it's like, you get
it took a plan
with the community, and it's so lovely during this time where we're all very much isolated.
Yes.
So it's so nice to, even when we weren't before, when we were out and about and going into the gym, you're working in a silo.
Yes.
It goes in and out, in and out.
Yeah.
Just kind of hoping that you're going to hit your marks. But you've developed a program that guarantees, like, if you follow this, you will hit your marks.
Yeah. If you
will
show up.
Yeah, and you'll surpass them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you feel about today?
It was a really fun day.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to it. I was excited. I was nervous. And again, it was like, do I have the time?
Yeah.
But I'm so glad I prioritized this as well, because it's a celebration. It marks a celebration of the achievement that I've already made.
Yep.
But as I mentioned before, it's a plateau to kind of catapult me into, the next phase. Like we've already been talking, and I reached out to you before. I'm like, what do we do for the next 3, 6, 9, 12 months?
You've been talking about next steps for a while, preparing yourself, educating yourself.
Yeah.
Your priority was always education. I want to know, what am I looking for next? What am I doing next?
If you really want to implement a lifestyle change, it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen just in these 3 months. If you want it to stay ingrained in your lifestyle, you have to continue to include it. There will never be a time in my life where I won't need to check in or have some guidance.
Have a health coach in general.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I love how you position it in your life. It's one of the silos just satelliting around you, is that. And it's always been, even when we met a year and a half ago, and you were just trying to get the nutrition component. And then it was almost a year and a half later, and then it was like, okay, I'm doing it.
The other thing, I don't know if it's a faux pas to talk about, fees and whatnot, but when people complain about time or money, a large component of your program is food-based and nutrition-based. So everybody has time to eat or not eat. So that's not an issue. And then the workouts are not super time sensitive as well. It's like, you can get those in at your home, like it's 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and you're done, which is great. And then when it comes to the cost, like, it was never an issue, because the value in that investment, it's there, and it lends itself for me to also think long term. It's just like, I can easily budget this. It's not an issue.
It's a part of my life. Would you say your education has improved in nutrition?
Yeah. Absolutely. It definitely has improved, but it's interesting. So I have a girlfriend who's on this program too. She inspired me to jump into this. And again, it was just from watching her, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I literally watched her body transform. I'm so proud of her, obviously. And she's very inspiring. But she educates me as well. But one of the things she said was, I keep going back for the weekly classes or touch bases or whatever you're hosting that week, because she was saying you're always learning something new.
Always, yeah.
And she's been on your program for like 2 years.
Yep, 3 almost.
And she's still showing up.
Yep. And that's where I say, like, your thinking is further along, in that you realize the importance of the education that you need in order to achieve this as a lifestyle, to look at it as it's part of my monthly expense, is looking after me and educating me. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. I tell you that all the time.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to, we're going to be here in 6 more months.
We will.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Thanks.